Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Naomi, and today I have a really wonderful practice for you. Today we're doing the one pose that I think every mom should do today, and not just today, but every day that we can. Now, do you think you know what this pose is? Because it might surprise you. We're not doing downward facing dog, we're not doing a sun salutation or cat cow, we're not doing warrior two or pigeon pose, we're not doing a back bend. So what are we doing? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet, but I will give you a hint. You will want, for this practice, lots of props. You, in fact, are going to need 3 blankets at least, if not 4. You will definitely want blankets or thick towels, but if you happen to have a yoga bolster, that will knock out 2 of the blankets for you. So you can grab a bolster and 2 blankets, or a bolster and 2 towels, or some combination of those things, okay? You will also want 2 blocks, and you will want something that you can cover your eyes with. Now, I have an eye bag, but you could also use a clean sock. You will want all of these things, so gather all of your props and let's go have some fun. I'll see you on the other side. The restorative pose that we're doing today is called Supta Baddha Konasana. So you will lie back on a bunch of blankets or blankets and a bolster, whatever you happen to have. Your knees and legs will be supported by blocks, and you can place an eye bag over your eyes, and you could even place another blanket over your hips or over your entire body if you want to feel a little bit more cocooned and cozy. Okay, so like I said, we do have a lot of props today. I happen to have a bolster. Okay, so I'm going to use the bolster. This bolster really takes the place of 2 blankets or 2 towels. Okay, because you want it to be nice and long. You want your entire spine all the way up through the crown of your head to be supported by your blankets or your bolster. So you're not going to sit on them. Your butt's going to be on the ground in front of it, but that's where you're going to start. Okay, so I'm going to place this bolster down, and I'm going to take one of my blankets and I'm going to fold it lengthwise. Okay, so if it's horizontal here, I'm going to fold it lengthwise, and then I'm going to stair step it. Okay, and if I had 3 blankets that I was doing, I would stair step all 3. But what you can see from the side is that the blanket isn't all the way up to the very edge of the bolster. I'm creating a little bit of space, and that's just going to ease me a little bit more into lying back on top of the blankets. Now, additionally, I'm going to fold over this top part, and that's going to be another little stair step for my head, but we'll get to that at the very end. If you have an additional blanket and you want to create one more step for your head, you can fold it up and put it there. If you had an additional pillow even, or if you have an additional block, you could also put it underneath and give yourself a little bit more support in that way. But you want to make it so that when you lay back on your blankets, your head is resting a little bit higher than the rest of the blanket, okay? Next, you're going to grab your 2 blocks. I have them right here. And the way that you are going to lie back on this is your feet come together, your knees are apart. So the 2 blocks are going to go underneath basically your shin and your thigh. It's not really underneath your knee. I don't find that to be as comfortable, but you can play with that a little bit. It might feel more comfortable to be underneath your knee. You might want it higher up, right? So that your knee is a bit more elevated if having your knee lower to the ground doesn't feel as good. So that is another way to work with them. But I'm going to set those up. And again, I'm setting them up on either side, knowing that I'm going to have to adjust, okay? Now, the last blanket you can either put over your pelvis. Some people like to do it horizontally across so that it's like weighting your pelvis down. Some people actually like to put it lengthwise over the front of their body. Again, my knees are not bent in the way that you'll be in this pose. Some people like to have it like that. And other people like to unfold the blanket completely and put the blanket over their entire body so that they feel cozier and just more secure and covered, right? So that you're really deeply resting, okay? So I'm going to set myself up. As I do, I'm actually going to grab the last things that I'll need. I'm going to grab my timer, because we're timing this restorative. You really want to be in the restorative for at least 6 minutes. We're going to be here for 8, and that might feel like a long time. You might find yourself getting fidgety, at which point you can stretch your legs out if you need to. You can move in whatever way feels good. You can roll onto your side even, okay? But we are going to be here for 8 minutes because that's really when your body starts to begin to feel more deeply rested. Like you can really sink into the support of your blankets and your blocks and really rest. Okay. If you need things in your ears, like AirPods that will silence things so that you can't hear anything going around you, I recommend that you grab those too, or noise canceling headphones. And the last thing is you can place an eye bag over your eyes, all right? Or a clean sock over your eyes. You want to make sure that it covers all the way. Yes, this is a clean sock, but that is going to, you want to just make sure that there's nothing that is going to interrupt the sweetness of this restorative. So get yourself set up if you haven't already in what we're doing, okay? I am actually going to put the blanket over my pelvis. I'm going to start the time now. And you can allow yourself to rest, again, for as long as you need. If you feel uncomfortable at any point, you can bend your knees, you can roll to your side and just be on your side here, right? You can put one knee over on top of the block if that feels more comfortable. So just know if being on your back for this long, even with the stair step, starts to feel like too much, you can always adjust, okay? But get cozy, cover yourself with your blanket, put that eye bag on, and let's rest. Deepen your breath. And with every breath, just slowly ease yourself out. You can lift your knees off of the blocks and just bring them in toward one another. You can unfold the extra step for your head and let your head rest and your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can even take your eye mask off, keeping your eyes closed though, so that you're just slowly re-emerging from your restorative. And then roll off of the bolster, off of your blankets onto your side. And just pause here for a moment. And then using your hands, push yourself up to sit. And of course, open your eyes. Oh, and that is your restorative pose for today. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me for what I hope was a really, really wonderful, restorative, grounding, soothing, calming pose. Now, I think what's really important to know about restorative poses is that we did ours for about 8 minutes. Okay. And 8 minutes is a good beginning time to do a restorative. You could also do 6 if you're a little bit uncomfortable with resting, but 8 minutes is where you really start to let go and allow yourself to surrender and to be supported by all of your props and to just deeply rest. Now, if you didn't enjoy this particular pose, you can check out the YouTube channel of my dear friend, Tara Lemeries, who has a wealth of restorative information and restorative practices on her channel. So I will leave that in the description below so that you have access to even more than what I've shared today. I really do believe that one of the things that we need as moms is the opportunity to give ourselves a little bit of quiet, a little bit of grounding, a little bit of rest, because those things are often in high demand but short supply. So I really hope that this time for you today gave you exactly what you needed. Thank you so much for being here. It is an absolute pleasure to share these practices with you, and I hope to see you back here again really soon. Until then, bye.